Root. It warms my heart to see this on the table. Such a great game, and the art is lovely. At first I didn't actually like it, but it has certainly grown on me. It's whimsical, and it's a little satirical at how brutal the gameplay is and how much you're actually fighting, and it's just light and friendly with these characters. What Root does, or what it's trying to do, is deliver a unique experience to each player. And the way it does that is through an asymmetrical gameplay mechanic. Every player has their own style of playing, style of winning, style of fighting, style of interacting with each other. And there's some shared things that everyone can do to gain points. And it delivers on all that in a way that I think I could show you pretty easily. So this is set up for 2 players. You got the Marquise de Cat and the Eerie Dynasties. And so this is a game where it's cats versus birds, and it's gonna be a lot of warfare in general. And the way that you're playing is, you can move groups of people. So if you have a group of 4 birds, you move them over here. If you wanna attack, it's dice-based, but they're unique dice that go 0 to 3. And you roll, if you're the attacker, you get the higher number. The defender gets the lower number. So 1, 1, we each lose a piece. So there's some warfare there. If you're the cats, one of your primary things that you can do is you're building up a bunch of stuff. So you have sawmills, which help you get resources to build more stuff. You have workshops, which help you get extra points through cards. And you have recruiters, which help you get more meeples onto the board to fight more and gain more territory. So those are the 3 things that you're building. And as you're building them, let's see what's underneath. Hey, you build something, you get a point. You build something more advanced, you get more points. So in this way, these are the ways that the Marquise de Cat gets a lot of points, building things. And there's spaces on the board to build those things. So if a space is unoccupied and you have the ability and the resources, you can build stuff. So that's kind of the strategy that the Marquise de Cat is doing. They're trying to build enough sawmills to get enough resources to build other things, to defend and fight, to get points through cards. The cards themselves have all sorts of utilities. So based on the color, the suit of the card, there's 4 suits. There's the fox, the mouse, and the bunnies, and then there's a wild, which is the bird. And so you can use these in the gameplay. You can see that each area has its own suit as well, so that comes into play. You can get points by doing the little actions at the bottom of the card if you fulfill the requirements. For the Eerie Dynasties, in addition to fighting like I showed earlier, everyone can fight. The Eerie Dynasties have this thing called the Decree. So you start out with a leader. The leader tells you where to place your first 2 cards. So this one says move and build. So shove cards underneath, move and build. Now here's the first area where you can see that the suit comes into play. So suits of here are going to correspond with the suits that I'm placing underneath my recruit, move, battle, and build. So I've got cards in my hands. Part of my turn is taking one of these cards and shoving it under a thing. So if I shove a mouse under recruit, I'm gonna have to recruit on a mouse spot every turn, because over the course of the game, I'm adding more cards to each of these. But the whole building of an engine here is I have to recruit on a mouse, and then I can recruit on anything. I can move. So if I add more to move, I can move a lot more. I have to battle on a bunny area, and then I have to build. Building is a way that I get points. So if I am building, you can see underneath are points, which says at the end of each of your turns, you get that many points. So if I have many things built, at the end of every turn, I'm getting 3, 3, 3, 3. So I want to have lots of roosts built so that I'm continually getting points. And so early game, maybe that's what you're working on. It's also where you recruit from. It's also how you fulfill the cards and getting those extra points. The balance of all this is done really well. and the feeling of each faction is unique, which leads to a game that is nearly loved by everybody. And if you haven't played it yet, you definitely should. This game is worthy of the awards it's won. It's worthy of the praise and the reviews it's gotten. It's a lot of fun. I've played it a bunch myself. I've played as each of the factions at this point and have enjoyed every single one of them for their own unique feel. And it's something that I think will live on my shelf for a long time because it's got great art and unique play that I don't really have in any other game at this moment. So there's Root.